Now, former President Jimmy Carter is said to be surrounded by his loved ones at his home in Plains. We haven't gotten much of an update on his condition since the Carter Center announced over the weekend that he is now receiving hospice care at home, and we're not expecting to get incremental updates from the center either. At 98 years old, Mr. Carter is the nation's oldest living president. Our Molly Oak is in Plains, where his impact is apparent to just about every street corner of his hometown.
The owner of the shop behind me says inside there are more pieces of political memorabilia than there are residents in Plains. To most of us, Jimmy Carter is the former president, but to the shop owner and people who live here, he's a townie, a friend, and someone they can count on. Plains Trading Post,
everything from Lincoln up,
is filled, and I mean filled, with political mementos.
Every type of political persuasion.
A main character?
Out of all the Carter buttons, this one is my favorite.
Former President Jimmy Carter.
I estimate at one time there was 2,000 different Jimmy Carter buttons.
He's a staple in the small town of Plains. Philip Kurland moved here with his wife about 30 years ago, and as he was setting up shop,
I thought to myself, I wonder if President Carter really lives here. We look up and President and Mrs. Carter come walking in to welcome us to the community.
And the couple kept coming in.
Almost on a weekly basis just to find out how we were doing.
The man whose face is all over buttons, signs, and posters.
You don't think of him as President Carter here. You think of him as someone that lives in the town that just has Secret Service protection.
Because among all the memorabilia,
he would never ride a limo.
It's the memories that stand out. Like when Kurland says Jimmy Carter visited him in his home when he was sick a few years ago.
He knew I wasn't feeling well and he wanted to cheer me up.
Together, he says they talked and prayed.
I just felt it was like a little shot in the arm, like an injection to make me feel better.
Kurland says that's just the type of person Mr. Carter is. And while the news of Jimmy Carter going into hospice care is heavy here in Plains,
we're all going to have to work a little harder doing good deeds to make up for his absence.
It's how Kurland says he wants to celebrate Jimmy Carter's life.
Because what a life well done.
In Plains, Molly Oak, 11 Alive News.
Really incredible to hear so many stories and so much love for former President Carter there. We will, of course, continue to bring you the latest information about President Carter as it comes into our newsroom, both on air and online at 11alive.com.